You are listening to Food for Worms, the original true crime podcast.
Food for worms. I want to see your tattoo. And what do you call that again?
Jesus crust.
Are you gonna get
Pizza
the
praying hands?
Yeah, pizza praying. Are you gonna get the words tattooed around it?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ?
yeah, probably next year. Yeah.
And then you need like a lasagna in the shape of like the Virgin Mary or something, or tater tot hot dish in the shape of the Virgin
Oh
Mary.
yeah, I could do that one. I like that one.
Because you're a big tater tot hot dish guy, or just get
Or
a
like-
tater tot and
Or like
for
a tater
no
tot hot
apparent
dish
reason.
crucifix.
It's just them connected by cheese in the
Yep.
shape of a cross. I like that a lot.
Yep. Yeah, with some little pieces of fried ground beef crumbling away. I don't know.
You're listening to Food for Worms, folks. This is Sam here. Little bit of news for you. Darien quit the show, and I have a new
R.I.P.
R.I.P. I have a new co-host here. His name is Cody Johnson, my other best friend. And no, actually, what happened was Darien was on a wild trip up in northern New York. As you know now, he's moved out to New York, and he was trying to milk a bear, Cody. And Cody
A bear.
and Darien dreadfully passed away from trying to milk this bear. And I didn't even know that you could milk a bear, but I mean, I'm
But,
assuming
like,
you can milk most
A grizzly
things, right?
bear or like a big hairy homosexual bear?
I think it was a grizzly bear. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
They didn't specify in the postcard that I got in the mail. Like,
Yeah, well, it did say
just
furry
literally-
bear.
furry bear. So it could be either
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay, yeah.
but D is now dead, and Cody is now going to be my co-host.
This is the stupidest fucking bit in the world. This is so fucking dumb. Not even for 1 second did anyone who happens to be listening buy it.
No, and if they do, it was within the first like minute, and they were like, "Fuck, I gotta go check and see." And so, no, folks, D's fine. It was his birthday week, and he's still settling in his apartment in Brooklyn. So we're just Cody's coming to fill in because he's the homie, and I'm happy that you're here.
I
buddy.
winked at Sam for everyone who can't see.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, it was Darien's birthday week, and for Darien's birthday week, I figured we could talk about someone else that had a birthday, and it's one of you and I's mutual favorite people. But I believe,
Hold on, let me guess.
Who?
Saddam Hussein.
That's that's what your guess is for who our favorite person with a recent birthday is.
No, it's got to be Robin Williams, right?
Yeah, July 21st. Yeah. So like within about a month ago, he would have been 70 a month ago. So for Darien's birthday, Cody and I are going to talk about one of our favorite people of all time. And Cody, remember when you and I were trying to like decide on getting a tattoo of Robin's face, and we were like getting bummed at each other because we were taking each other's ideas?
Yeah. I found that one image of him looking all homeless with the big beard and the shirt with holes in it. I was like, oh, that's a real good one. And you're like, no, man, I found that image like a year ago.
Well, did you see my message after I found that literally everybody's gotten that tattooed on them now? Like
no.
that actual image has been like tattooed. Yeah. So many people got that, of him with the big beard. I think that was him in a Broadway play or something like that, like late in life. But I loved the beard that he had going. He was also on the Muppets. I think he was on the Muppets when he had the big beard too, because I remember seeing a picture of his big face, jolly laughing. So,
so last night, we were trying to find something to watch, and Tristan and I decided to watch Sister Act.
Good
and
choice.
we
I fucking
found
love
out
Sister
I
Act.
hadn't watched it since like it came out.
Yeah.
Great movie. Sister Act 2, not so much. But after we finished Sister Act, the first one, you know how like it'll pop up like recommended shit or whatever that you want to
Right.
watch. Jack was
Right.
on there, and I was like, oh man, I love that movie too. But then I got to thinking about, I think I might have even asked Trista. I was like, do you think they cut Bill Cosby out of the movie? And she's like, I don't think they can just remove a man entirely from a movie. Um, well, sure. I mean, they could just take out the scenes, but like he's in all the best scenes of that movie. So
Yeah, like when they're what's the song that he has them singing up in the treehouse?
why's everybody
Buddy.
always picking on me?
The little kid from Little Giants, right? He's
Yep,
he's,
yeah. What the
he's the
fuck is
kid.
his name?
He's the kid that says that. And
Tad, Rad Tad, right?
no, Rad Tad was the kid that always wore overalls, which I'm like repping his style right now with my
The
overalls.
little cowboy kid.
But the other one was like the mama's boy that like she made him go to like practice with all the pads on and shit.
Yeah, well now I gotta look it up.
What the kid's name is?
What the character's name is.
He's one of those actors, that kid, that like has to look the exact same now. Like I guarantee that kid.
Oh yeah, like Beans.
Beans or like Squints from fucking fucking Sandlot, because that kid looks the exact same except he's got tattoos all over his body. But yeah,
So does
Bernard,
Ham looks the same too. Yep, from Little Giants.
I think he's the only one that's like super stoked on that movie still.
Oh yeah, he looks totally the same. He was Jake Berman, Todd Bosley.
That's the guy's name from the
Yeah, you got to look him up. He looks the exact same. That's so silly.
and I mean, where did this start? Oh, Jack started from Jack.
Yep.
And that's a very underrated Robin Williams movie, I think.
Oh, and it's got Fran Dresser in it, and J-Lo.
Who was Fran Dresser in that?
His best friend's mom. Remember, and they go to the bar, and she like kisses him.
Yeah. And she's like nipping out when he has a conversation. He's acting as Louis' teacher, and then Robin Williams puts his hands in his shirt and like it's like mid conversation pushing his nipples out at her with his fingers. And he's supposed to be the kid's fucking principal. Like I guarantee that was like one of his like random just throwaway things that like he had to have just done that off the fly of his head, off the top of his head.
Oh, that's a super fucking good movie. Tearjerker gets me every time.
Did you end up watching it?
No, we watched Sister Act 2 and turned it off after an hour.
Did you not like the second one?
The premise is, I mean, it's just the first one was great, right? Yeah. She's like running from her mobster boyfriend or whatever. But like, the second one was just weird and cheesy, and like all the, they're at this like failing private Catholic school, and all the kids are like, like 90s like wanksters, and there's this one, Frankie. I was like, nah, I can't.
Oh, hey. Oh.
But I had to watch it until they have their first performance after she puts the choir together, or whatever, because that song, that "Oh Happy Day," that plays through, that scene from that movie plays through my head at least once a fucking day, and I had to see it. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, that kid's performance just really stuck out in my head. Also, Lauryn Hill's in that movie.
Yeah. She steals the show in that, and that's like one of those movies that like there's the final performance in it. So like at the end, you want to like fast forward some of the parts because it's just like so slow.
All of the
like,
parts, it's so awful.
I want to see this. I want to see the performance, because the performance at the end and that first one you're talking about, those are great. But like there's an hour building up to all of it.
I think Sister Mary Lazarus is my favorite. The one who like is the music teacher before Whoopi steps in. Sister Mary Clarence.
The old fucking like
the old curmudgeon. Yeah, she's the best.
She definitely looks like a character from like Hey Arnold, because like all their faces,
oh for sure,
and heads are like in weird shapes and shit.
Yeah,
and
she kind of looks like Hey Arnold's grandpa a little bit.
Just the kinked neck with his head jutting out at you.
Well, you can't see her neck because she's wearing a habit or whatever, but I would imagine, she's got that fucking kink in her neck or whatever.
That's one of those cartoons. My kid's starting to finally get into some of those cartoons from my childhood. So we were watching Rugrats the other day, and she's been loving SpongeBob and shit. So it's like a little more bearable for me to like sit down and watch some of those older tunes from when I was a kid.
My kid won't sit through it. I think kids today are just, I don't know, or maybe she's just like me and she can't watch anything before the year 2000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, running joke.
Well, and what's the most recent thing that you saw? You were on like a war movie kick, right?
Yeah, we watched like 4 Brad Pitt ones in a row. I had no idea he was in so many World War II movies.
Brad Pitt? Which one?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I guess I know.
Inglourious Bastards, Fury.
Oh yeah.
God.
Yeah.
So I think we watched like 3 of them, but I can't remember what the third one was.
No, what's the one with the 3 brothers? Elliot from fucking E.T. is one of the brothers. Samuel, and goes and dies. Their dad is Anthony Hopkins. My wife is gonna kill me.
Oh, Legends of the Fall. Yeah, that takes place during World War One. Yep,
oh,
that's
is it?
Really
Yeah,
because
they go
final
off to,
scene in that movie when he goes into the woods to fucking fist fight that bear. I'm like, fuck yes.
Yeah, that movie's fucking great. But I always get that confused, like the title of it confused with A River Runs Through It. So I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Legends of the Fall and A River Runs Through It. They don't even like have any words in common.
And then Mystic River.
That's a great movie. Sean Penn and Tim Robbins. I like that one.
Yeah. We watched that. I think recently, and I think Sean Penn got the Oscar for that. And I mean, when he is reacting to the police finding his daughter's body, it's very heart-wrenching. Him screaming at who is it? Kevin Bacon, I think, is the other.
I don't even remember.
He's the like detective or whatever that was like their other friend when they were kids and whatever.
Sorry, I'm looking to see if he did in fact win the Oscar for that movie. 2009 sound like the time that came out. He won a Best Actor in 2009. Or is that Milk?
Yeah, he got one for Milk, and then I think Mystic River, but I might be mistaken. And dude, Milk is so fucking underrated. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I won't even fucking get into it then.
Yeah, probably not. It's too old.
No, it's not. It's fucking newer than like I Am Sam and shit and Mystic River.
I love that one. That one's so good.
Well, and like all of those performances just make me so fucking sad. Like they make me happy, and then like especially I Am Sam. Like that one just fucking pulls at my heartstrings.
It's so good.
When he's fighting for his kid in court, I start fucking bawling, And then I have to go watch. Then I got to go watch Big Daddy so that I feel better about my life.
That one's a tearjerker too when he's fighting for his kid in court.
Yeah, but it's a little bit quicker to be happy because he like explains himself to his dad, and then his dad's like, my son, he deserves this kid, and then it's like, okay, cool, great Adam Sandler ending. Everything's resolved now.
I love how the guy who's like the social worker in that movie is also the principal from Billy Madison.
Yeah. And those are the only 2 things that you know that guy from.
And the Valentine that he sends Billy, doesn't it just say like "Do me, Billy"?
Well, and I think it says "I'm horny," or like there's one point where he just whispers to Billy and says "I'm horny" and starts humping his leg.
Hey, kids, it's me. I bet you thought that I was dead. But when I fell over, I just broke my leg and got a hemorrhage in my head. We watched a bunch of Adam Sandler movies with the kids recently too.
Do those stand up with the kids nowadays?
They liked Happy Gilmore. They liked Billy Madison. I don't know that we watched any beyond that, but they also both really like Tommy Boy.
Oh, I mean, everybody's got to fucking love Tommy.
Not Adam Sandler, but David Spade, same fucking. Dunkirk was the other Brad Pitt movie.
Oh, and I haven't seen that one yet. That's too.
No, it was. Sorry, Trista's talking to me from the other room. No, it wasn't Dunkirk.
I haven't seen that one. And that was like good, right? All I knew was
all the ones we watched recently were real good.
Well, fucking what's his name from One Erection? He was in that, right?
The Jonas? Maybe? I don't fucking know.
I think he was, dude. I forget who's the cute one from One Erection. I call it One Erection.
They're all cute, man. They can all get it.
Is that it? Is that true?
What? That they're all cute?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You really believe that?
Yeah. I couldn't even tell you what I know that one of them is married to Sophie Turner, so we must be pretty good looking.
Oh, is that and that's
Sansa
Sansa?
Stark. Yeah.
Yeah. Brooke and
And
Brooke and I were talking about her the other day because I hated her at first when I first got acquainted
as
with the
Sansa,
actress.
yeah, she's
But
annoying as
but just
shit for like 2 seasons.
as that character, I just you grow to love her. But then
Oh, she goes through so much shit. Passed
yeah.
around, married off to like 5 different guys,
And
raped, like it's awful.
yeah,
Tortured. Yeah.
we just gave away all the worst spoilers for
No. No, not even.
just for
We're
her
like
life.
we've been watching it with Reed or whatever, and we're like 3 episodes away from the Reigns of Castamere, the Red Wedding episode. I'm getting
Okay.
excited for that one again. Yeah.
Getting into the crazy fucking shit.
Yeah, Walder Frey.
Yeah, we got HBO Max again, so I think I want to do Sopranos, but it's another one of those tough ones because we have a hard time getting through an hour TV show. So, and that's one that I've watched through like the 7 seasons, I think, and Brooks watched through a couple, but it's supposed to be like all the way through one of the best series of all time. And
I made it through a season and then we fell off. Started watching something else.
Did you dislike it?
No, I liked it a lot. It was a great show. It was just, yeah, we started watching something else, and then that got its, hooked its claws in us, and then just moved on to the next thing after that. We've been doing the X-Men movies with the kids in chronological order, so that's been fun. They've both really been getting into those too. Speaking of Sansa Stark, because she's Jean Grey in the prequel movies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't. I'm kind of the like when Darien and Brooke would get together and chat about those films, I'm the one that like sees one out of every 3 or something. So like I'm not up on every. So I'll like add a fact, and they're like, "You're talking about like 4 movies ago, you fucking dumbass." Like, like I just all the plot points from all those movies. Like I just know Logan is one of my favorites.
So good. Yep.
And we just watched the new Suicide Squad, and I'm pretty.
Ooh, I want to see that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, I prefer DC, I think, over Marvel because, like, I loved the Batman. I haven't seen is Aquaman DC or is that Marvel?
Yeah, and some people swear by that movie. I thought it was fucking horse shit. And watching Willem Dafoe ride a seahorse was just unsettling.
Well, and wasn't Julie Andrews like the voice of like one of the bad guys? Mary Poppins, I think, was in Aquaman. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but no, we watched Suicide Squad and it was fucking great. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, big recommend on that guy there.
I'm a sucker for those superhero movies.
I mean,
even if like they suck, they're still like exciting to watch because they typically have like really good CGI or whatever, and they're full of action. And then there's always like Easter eggs and callbacks to other shit, so you can sit there and go, "Oh, this guy's from that." And yeah, I don't know.
I mean, which hill do you stand on? Are you a Jack Nicholson Joker or a God damn it, who am I fucking?
I'm gonna go with Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix is your
Joker?
Joker?
He did such a good job. Yeah. And I've only seen which Batman is it with Jack Nicholson? I've seen that one maybe twice. I haven't watched it in the last 15 years.
The first Tim Burton one from I think 1989 or something.
Was it just called The Batman?
Well, it's just called Batman. I think it's Michael Keaton, and
I do like some Michael Keaton
and Tim Burton. I do too. He's fucking hilarious, man.
Do you remember Multiplicity? Movie from the 90s where he gets cloned or something.
Yeah,
there's like 5 of him.
I vaguely do, but like I think Mr. Mom overshadowed Multiplicity for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I think it
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember Mr. Mom? Like his wife goes back to working because I think he lost his gig. So then he's now the stay-at-home dad, whereas she's been raising their kids since they've had kids. So he has to like figure out being the stay-at-home dad. So he's like learning how to do fucking laundry and make a fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I think they have like 3 kids and shit. It's a pretty good movie, but I think it was around the same time as Multiplicity. So
I would fail so hard at that task. I am not programmed for that. Being a stay-at-home dad.
Why? I mean, doing laundry. Yeah, you are. You always hate on yourself for. I'm pretty stoked on how great of a dad you are. So.
Oh, well, thanks. I'm not saying I'm a bad dad. I just don't know that I could do it all day, every day. Like, I really enjoy being able to go spend most of my day in the barn sometimes, if I'm being totally honest.
Oh yeah, what do you do for a living, Cody?
I am a brooder on a turkey farm. I raise turkey poults from the time they're 1 day old until they're about 30 days old. Actually, I have a flock of 23,000 coming next Tuesday. So we're just getting the barn ready today.
What are they? What's this flock named?
Oh, you don't know until you meet them. The last one was Eddie or Edgar. There's been, I don't think we've named all of them, but there's been Dottie, Edgar. Yeah, there's been some other ones. Laszlo, I think, was one. Laszlo.
You got to name one George Costanza. George Costanza's got to be one. And then
I was in the pool.
my favorite shot, I think, from the whole thing is when the gal walks in. Or one of my favorite George Costanza bits is when she walks into the kitchen and he's eating the ice cream that he just grabbed out of the garbage can, and then looks over at her and she's like, "Fuck," and just walks out, and he's like, okay. And then the double dip, or is that's Friends? God damn it! I always get different plot points.
Is it?
Yeah. I think there could be a double dip plot in both, but I remember
that Ross sounds like something that shit. George would be weird about.
Yeah,
I can see Kramer coming in and double dipping in the fucking seasoned sour cream or whatever, the top the tater, French onion.
Well, and that's like a goal.
Can we just sit here and name different kinds of dips for like the next hour? It's making me hungry.
Bean dip. I mean, top the tater is all you fucking need, and then I like a good tortilla chip with a
salsa.
Salsa. Yeah.
Yeah, a good chunky restaurant style salsa.
Yeah, I like a medium, like what's this one? Chipotle peppers, which are like smoked peppers or whatever. I like a good chipotle pepper, fucking salsa.
A what pepper?
Chipotle. It's like
chipotle.
I think you do it with a
chipotle.
Habanero. Chipotle. Is that how you say it? Are you one of the dumbasses that say library?
Oh,
too?
I
That's one of my biggest fucking pet peeves in the entire world is people that say library. What are those other fucking shitty fucking words? You're stupid.
Chipotle is one of them.
Yeah, you're stupid.
And you can correct them, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I know. This is just how I say it."
Yeah, if you say library, fuck you. And on that note, we're gonna take a break.
If you say library, fuck you.
I guess I wore the wrong pants to make it a mystery on whether or not I'm pantsless. Because I'm wearing overalls, so like if I did say that I was like bottomless or I had it just hanging out, it'd be hanging out through the zip like the fly, which is not appealing. Like that's
that's a weird way to go about your day.
Yeah, that's even worse than Winnie the Poohing it, you know?
Donald Ducking it.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, I don't know which one came out first, but Donald Duck's got to be the OG, no pants with a shirt, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I mean, Mickey had pants.
Mickey did have little like underwear on, always.
Well, but Mickey had pants, no shirt, and Donald had shirt, no pants, and Goofy was head to toe dressed like some type of fucking clown or some shit, and I don't understand that.
And I love how Goofy is like
fucking sense.
The only character in that universe getting any. Like he has a biological son, and I don't think like any of those other characters do. So Goofy just fuck yucks. Another song that plays through my head like once a day, that scene from Goofy movie when they're like floating down the river on their fucking on the top of their car. Still whatever mess I land in, who was always nobody else but you. I don't know why.
But Cody, do you remember us meeting? Do you remember us? Like, where did we meet? Because we didn't. When you were on the show before, we didn't really dive into our origin story too much.
Well, I don't think I remember seeing you in the hallway at Tech a couple times. The first time I ever saw you, you were like cruising down the Skyway, and then you just like ran into a trash can. And
yeah,
then,
that sounds like.
And then
like
I was like,
bit.
who the fuck is this kid? My God. And someone's like, oh, it's Trash Can Sam. So apparently that was the nickname of yours for a while.
Yeah, I had so many shitty ass nicknames in high school. Trash Can Sam, Big Head Sam. Like, dude, people would line up and like kick me in the crotch at one point. On the
it's
front.
better than
front.
Chody or Cody Locks I got when I was younger. That was a good one. That didn't leave any long-lasting childhood trauma.
Was I the only one that called you Chody? Or
no, you're the only one that I allow to call me Chody, but you're certainly not the first person who's ever called me that.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it less special. But I'm the only one that calls you Woogie, right?
Is there any way to do a side by side? Maybe that can be the image for this week.
That'll be the image for this. Yeah,
me side by side with Woogie.
Like, yeah, Brooke and I, like, we always try to find like what actors people remind us of or whatever. And I was like, we were shout back to a couple episodes ago when we were talking about there's something about Mary, but there's the dude that is obsessed with Mary's shoes, and he's got like a rash on his face, and then it just made me think
he's super handsome. He's really, 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 really good looking.
Well, it's
a very flattering comparison. I love it.
It's like Cody, it's him, and it's like the hillbilly mayor from Schitt's Creek now, right? Like,
I think
that'd be
the
like
hairline.
Well, that
the
and your
shape of the forehead.
You have the same color hair. You're a better looking human than he is, but it's just
you have the same looking hair. You know, I also have the same like color hair as you know, like Brad Pitt. Or
is he a blonde?
I don't know. He's like a dirty blonde. Sure.
I like that you keep nudging to Brad Pitt. Like, are you trying to make a connection between you and him?
I wish. What a fucking stud.
Yeah, like if I could have, like, you know, I'm trying to get back in shape because I've gained a little bit of weight in the past like year, and I have like unreal expectations. Now Cody's showing me his stomach and showing me nice. I like that. This is making me feel better about my Sometimes Cody and I, we will FaceTime each other and just pick our belly buttons like close up.
You started that. I was dying that night.
Well, weren't you high as fuck on something? And I was just like tickling my belly button.
Don't put it like that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I don't know. It just made it a little
like a
more
gram
goofy.
and a half of mushrooms. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good.
Weren't you high on something? Yeah, lighter fluid, bitch. Huffing paint.
I haven't, dude. One time doing fucking. I guess we're just gonna get back into drug talk.
Yeah, all right,
one time doing air dusters. I got body slammed through a glass coffee table at a friend's a friend of mine's house from high school. But yeah, and then I was just.
Yep. I did that one time while driving a car and ended up in a ditch. So
yeah,
that's probably
that's not smart, Cody. No, we got into a lot of fucking trouble in a car.
Are we past the statute of limitations? Can we talk about the pellet gun?
I mean, I think we can, right? I mean, we can talk about your other buddy literally putting the gun over my lap and shooting out the window of his own car, and then telling, shattering the glass.
Mom, I was driving around campus, and some drunk college idiots threw a beer bottle at my car, and it broke my window.
And they're like, and then she just like thought about it again, and she's like, "You're fucking stupid. You shot it out with your damn pellet gun." And yep, the beginning and the end of the story. It happened very quickly.
You had to be there.
My first recollection of meeting you, Cody, was I was skateboarding with a couple of friends at a bank.
On the east side, right across the bridge there. Yep.
Yeah. And you rolled up on a bicycle, and I don't even know where you got it. It had pegs on it, and I remember telling you to do a bunny hop, and I think you tried.
I was like, no, I can't do that. All I can do is ride this thing.
I think you tried, though, and your sandals fell off.
Probably. I've been steady wearing sandals my whole fucking life.
Yeah. But we put you up on the rail to try and go down the rail and grind
you
it. And that's like,
yeah.
That was the first time I remember like us actually getting together. I ate a grasshopper for some
reason. That was a big one. It was crispy and juicy.
It went fucking crunch.
It was a big one.
I was definitely that kid that like I just needed attention. So yeah,
please like me.
I'll eat a fucking worm. I'll eat a grasshopper. I'll eat a June bug. Like, yeah.
A June bug? Gross. Those things
they crunch.
So nasty.
They crunch even more than a fucking grasshopper, dude. Not good. Yeah, dude. Like so much crack. Why do you think we hit it off so well? Like in your opinion, why do you think you and I hit it off? Like back in high school?
Because we're fucking crazy, right? Because I don't know, because we got into all sorts of shenanigans, and then it's like, well, I mean, if anybody found out about this, they probably wouldn't think too highly of me, so let's just giggle about it together, because I can't really discuss this with anyone else.
Yeah, a lot of it was like you and I felt awkward in our own bodies. And like when people would, for some reason, people came and hung out with us, and we would just go out of our way to weird them out. So we would do you remember when we'd be walking them to your apartment, or we'd be walking?
Well, that's the thing too. I was like the first kid in my school first kid in my class to have his own place. Like I moved out like at my mom's place for a while when I was like almost 17 or whatever. So I had apartments and was working full time all the way through high school, basically. But yeah, it was like, hey, come over to this place where there's no parents. We're smoking weed and drinking booze, playing video games.
Well, and we would be walking down your hallway, and you and I would act like there is a invisible like
different obstacles. You have shit to step over or crawl under. Yeah.
And we would make everybody that's walking with us into your apartment, we would make them walk over the obstacles like us. And some people would just be like, "Fuck this! I'm not doing this monkey game."
I think it was a trauma response, right? I was anxious and nervous. So I'm like, if I am uncomfortable, I'm gonna make everybody else uncomfortable.
Well, and I've just learned, because I have other friends that are like that too, right? I mean, I'm gonna make you feel weird before I can feel weird about being in this social interaction with you. Like it's just chaos and just trying to be the odd man out, so nobody can judge you once you've already been a weird fucking guy, right?
Yeah, right. Put it all out on the table. Like, okay, before we get to my place, let me show you how fucking weird we are, and then before we even get to my door, you'll decide if you actually want to hang out.
And then we do the fan dangler. Cody, can you describe the fan? For some reason, we specifically did it whenever girls were around, because I don't know why we thought that was an attractive trait. Cody,
look how cool we are with our sexuality. Let me dry hump my friend's butt. I don't know, man. No, I can't describe it because I honestly don't really remember. It's like it was always on a couch, probably just because there was a couch there. But like, one person. It's kind of like a pile driver, but it's like a modified pile driver if you watch porn. I mean, or if you're familiar with the Kama Sutra. I don't know.
Is pile driver in? Is that a move in sex? Because I know it from the wrestling.
Yeah. I think that's like when the person receiving the dick like hangs off the bed, and they're like, the back of their head's on the floor, and they're like the rest of their body's like pretty much vertical. I don't know. It requires some maneuvering. It's weird.
It's such an unreal position, because that does not look like it is fucking comfortable at all. Like
there's no way it's comfortable.
My stuff does not bend that way. Like I've told you that mine just goes straight out. It does Darien isn't here, so we could talk about dick. But mine goes up and mine goes up and tickles my belly button. I can't it can go straight, but like it's not one.
But you gotta push on it. You gotta push it down.
Exactly.
It defies gravity. It's a gravity defying boner.
Well, everybody's got like weird morning wood just sucks, but like I have to almost stand like with my legs on the wall because it's gonna go like straight
when you're
up.
taking your piss.
Yeah, like I've put my legs on the wall with my hands on the top of the tank, and I've pissed that
Is
way.
it like that scene from Me, Myself, and Irene when he has to like grab the framed photo off the hotel bathroom wall to deflect his piss into the toilet?
I've never used a deflection tactic, but I should try that. But no, I guess.
Or you just look down and open your mouth. Recycle it, right? Reduce, reuse, recycle.
I've never done that, Code.
No.
You can live your best life and try to do the things that you want to do with your life, buddy. Okay. If you want to drink your own pee,
I've never tried it.
You haven't?
No.
Don't lie. Don't you fucking lie.
No.
You've definitely, yeah, you have.
I mean, I've smelled my own pee, like when it splatters off the toilet and then it like lands on your pants and your shirt and you're walking around smelling like urine. Yeah, that happens. That's what happens when you try to use the wrong size toilet. Like,
what do you mean the wrong size toilet?
Like, well, you know how like some are like higher off the ground and some are lower?
Oh yeah, they make the comfy stance now for people with longer legs. It's supposed to like help with your butthole being at the right angle or something.
Like a squatty potty?
No,
we have a
there's
stool in front of our toilet. I like to put my
different...
legs on it.
Well, and I wish I had one, but I hate you. Our bathroom is so small that I can't really fit too much else in there, and yeah, I don't know. I want to start. I want to talk. I want to ask you a few random questions.
All right.
And if you think of any you want to throw back at me, I would like to hear them. Okay.
All right. What you got?
Okay. So Cody, what did you? And these are things that I'm trying to figure out about you. What did you want to be when you were like the littlest kid? What's the first thing you remember wanting to be?
Like career-wise, or like as a person?
Well, I mean, I guess both. You know, like in your life, like, you know, like I wanted to be a fireman. Like that's the first thing I remember wanting to be when I was a kid.
That's
don't give me that look. don't hate on 4-year-old Sam.
Okay, the first thing I wanted to be a ninja.
That's so fucking dumb, Cody.
Right? I'm aware.
Were you ever in like karate or anything?
I took Taekwondo for like 2 weeks. And then they were like, I mean, I wasn't good at it. I just remember like showing up like for my like second or third lesson or whatever. And all these like kids who had been doing it, they're all like doing splits and shit. And I'm like, oh man, I can't do that. And then I was like, all right, let's go. And I never went back.
Yeah, I took mine across from Rock City Pizza in that.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I had karate there, and I'm so ADHD. Like I wanted to go to Rock City Pizza instead of being in my karate. So,
you're like, yeah, okay. Can we stop kicking and go eat some fucking pizza?
Yeah. I was definitely like begging my parents to go there afterwards.
Dude, Rock City Pizza was legit as fuck. Their laser tag arena was super cool. They had an awesome little mini putt, like, you know, mini golf fucking spot. Yeah, Rock City Pizza was legit. Ball pit that you knew every kid had pissed in.
Yeah, and I don't know why that was. Why were kids peeing in the ball pit? Why was that a fucking?
I would imagine it's similar to, well, like in the pool or in cold water, right? Like I don't know if it's like the sensation of the water, if it's like the temperature of the water, but I think a lot of it has to do with like that weightless feeling. I don't know.
But I get the in the pool because I feel like your pee goes away from you.
Do you pee in the pool?
I do.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, always. Never like, tried to hide it either. I'll even swim while I'm doing it, and I'll spread it. Like I'll swim right past you.
No, I won't do that. Like I do try to go away from people, but I definitely am gonna piss in the pool. But I feel like 95% of the time, if I'm in water, like in the shower, I'm gonna take a piss. If I took a bath, I'm gonna pee in it before I get out of the bath.
Don't think I have ever taken a shower where I haven't peed. Like,
really?
You always piss in the shower.
Yeah, I mean it happens more times than not, and I think that kind of goes with a hot tub, a pool, anything.
Yeah.
Eventually, someday I want.
Real answer to your question.
Yeah.
I really wanted to be either an astronaut or like an artist.
You could be all those things. You could be a ninja.
It's like a ninja in space.
I could just see you being a ninja, and you don't have any of the you don't have any of the like the actual self-defense skills. You just have the stealth of being able to like climb into your friends' cars and like scare them, or like coming to my house and like you're in you're under the bed and then you grab my foot when I get up in the morning.
Oh, I would never do that. That's terrifying. I still, as an adult, if like the light switch to my bedroom is on the like end of the room, I will still flick that light off and jump to my bed. Or like going down into a basement or whatever. If like the light's down there, I'm fucking sprinting up those stairs every single time.
Well, and like that's the thing is like as a kid, like a lot of like when I hear what other people were like afraid of, like Brooke was afraid of a lot of like magical stuff, like out of this world stuff, and everything I was like that was keeping me up at night was like I was scared that my house was going to go up in flames, or like some burglar some burglar was going to come and take me away from my parents. Like that was that was
your
mine
poor
was like
brain.
And I'm just like I had bad sleep anxiety from like the age of like 7 and like all through high school and shit. But I think that those were like a lot of the first things. What type of stuff scared you when you were a kid?
Real talk.
Yeah.
No cap, as the kids say nowadays. Being alone. Being abandoned. Shit like that, yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't really scared of anything else. I mean, I'm sure like I was scared the first time I went on a roller coaster or shit like that, but like I don't know, my fears have always been like shit like that, yeah.
Being alone in this world.
Yep.
Yeah, I get you. I know how that goes. For a long time, I definitely struggled with always having to be around people, because it's easier to be around people all the time than actually to be in my own space, in my own head, with my own thoughts. And
I'm better at it now, but
well, and that's the thing is like that's an ongoing lifelong fucking goal to try and tackle and take care of. Which I mean, if that was like scaring you as a kid, I'm assuming it's been, obviously going on for a long time. But I like you, I've definitely been learning recently how to kind of embrace the time that I have by myself and enjoy it a little bit more. You're out in the middle of the fucking country, so you you put yourself out there to where you are sometimes, no one else is around you.
Yeah, it's real nice.
Well, and you grew up city boy, right? Like
from I mean, yeah, I mean the better part of my adolescence, yeah, from like 10, 11 on. But like the first 10 or so years of my life, I was living in rural Minnesota. I lived on a cattle farm for like a year and a half with my mom's boyfriend. Otherwise, I grew up in a small town that like population 63 or something like that. Half the town is my relatives. Like I had a set of grandparents on one side of the tracks. I had a set of grandparents on the other side of the tracks. My next door neighbors were my great aunt and uncle, and my mom's first cousins. And then I had other cousins that lived. Yeah, it was like the whole town was just my family, basically.
Inbreeders.
Maybe, I don't know. None of them ever wanted to touch me.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so to change the subject, who would you rather in a sexual situation? Tom Arnold.
Why do you have to say it so weird? Just say, who would you rather fuck?
Okay, who would you
rather in a
who would you rather have a sexual encounter with? Tom Arnold or Roseanne Barr, or both of them, but I get to be there and watch?
You're not going to participate?
No, I'm just going to be in the corner I don't know.
Jerking off, chewing on a bar of soap.
Yeah.
That's an inside joke.
That is an inside joke, and nobody is ever gonna get it. Well, which one would you choose?
Well, I mean, I feel like you wouldn't believe me if I told you that I had sex with either of them, so both of them at the same time, and you get to watch.
So it's literally out of necessity of needing someone to be there, so that there's a
Well, I
belief.
feel like the only reason I would ever sleep with either of them was for the story, right? Like, hey, I fucked Roseanne, right? Or like Tom Arnold. I like did a bunch of blowout on Tom Arnold's asshole, you know, like. I mean, nobody does that and is proud of it. You do that for the story.
Yeah, that's true.
For the memory.
I mean, they both did that.
Would you rather be royalty 1,000 years ago or an average person today? That's an easy one, right? Like, why wouldn't you want to be royalty 1,000 years ago?
Yeah, I can shit just in a bucket and someone else has to pick it up and bring it outside for me.
Yeah, just toss it right out the window, right?
Yeah, and then we drop boiling water on people through those like grates. That was like that was a tactic back in the day. Like I saw that when I was in Ireland in castles. They have that shit at the main entrance of one of the castles I was at. Would you rather be, okay, here's a basic one. Would you rather be blind or deaf? Because that's like the go-to would you rather.
Deaf. You can't, I mean, I suppose you can hear titties, but if I'm blind, I can't ever see titties again. So deaf for sure.
Seeing titties is more important than like hearing the voice of your child or like your favorite song or
when you put it that way, the answer is still yes.
Yeah, I can't agree with you, bud. Like,
or I suppose I could say
I can hold a titty and visualize it, but or like slap them together, make them make noise. Would you rather not have your legs or not have your arms? Both.
Legs.
Legs?
Yeah, I can't jerk off with my feet.
Everything with you is just gonna be sexual.
Well, no,
no man, I can't.
I mean, that was the first thing my brain went to. Like,
Cody, if you had no arms, you would figure out how to jerk off with your feet. I guarantee fucking it. If one person could do it, Cody's jerking off with one foot, and then the other foot he's like eating pasta with a fork.
No, see, that's the thing. No, I don't want anyone to ever have to feed me, and I'm not gonna fucking learn to handle utensils with my toes. Like,
I'd wipe your ass, bud.
Well, if I have my hands, I can still wipe my ass.
No, if you don't have your hands, that's what I'm saying. If you didn't have your hands, I know,
but I'm choosing to keep my hands. Take my fucking legs.
Okay. I do.
And then I could put my stump on a skateboard and use my gorilla arms to fucking cruise everywhere.
Like the guys that skateboard and they'll do like a kickflip onto a handrail with their fucking hands. Like, how can you be so like? I mean, I guess all you're doing is like working out your arms, so like you're just strong as fuck doing all these tricks.
Ooh, here's a good one. Would you rather eat only pizza for a year or not eat any pizza for 5 years?
I'd only eat pizza for a year.
Right? And you can have different kinds of pizza. Like, it doesn't say you can't have a breakfast pizza, right? But is somebody paying for this pizza, or do I have to provide all the pizza for myself?
Or like make it like, yeah, we get to have our own pizza cook all day, every day. They're just making za. I think that's a valid, like, who would rather not have pizza for 5 years than have it every single day for a year? That makes.
I mean, I already basically do eat pizza every single day anyway.
I mean,
I eat pizza a lot of days.
Well, and like, do pizza rolls count? Because like for years, you and I only ate pizza rolls. So like,
I still eat a lot of pizza rolls.
I know you fucking do, and I get them from time to time. But they're like one of those things that for a while I would buy, and then I'd forget that I had them, and I'd end up with like 3 or 4 bags, and I'd be like, God damn it, I'm fucking sick of these pizza rolls. I'd have to like eat them all within like 2 days.
Oh, and what kind? What flavor?
I do combos. I only do the
combos.
combos.
No, you got to do pepperoni.
No, you're fucking dumb. Don't even talk.
All right, here I typed in gross would you rathers into the Google search engine.
And what did it say? Thanks, Google.
No,
Not a sponsor.
None of these are that gross. Would you rather have no thumbs or no fingers? That's not gross.
Which one would you do? That's actually a great one.
Well, so I would go no fingers. I have a grandfather who has a hand that has no fingers on it, and he only has a thumb, but he has this like hook that he like attaches to his hand, and so like he just uses his thumb and like it's like just a hook with like a flat end on it or whatever, and so like when he smokes his cigarettes, it's a thumb and a hook. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's badass, and also you can always give people thumbs up. So, and that was my only reasoning on why I would go with getting rid of my fingers.
Would you rather poop in the only toilet at a party knowing that you'll clog it, or poop in the bushes in the backyard? You're like, I've done both.
I have done both. 100% multiple times I've done both.
So
you gotta go, man. Don't anybody wants to hate on people for like taking a shit at like a place everybody's hanging out. Like, I will shit fucking anywhere. And that's not me saying I'll shit on a sidewalk on the side of the street. I'm saying if I'm at a party, if I'm at a public restroom, like I'd rather shit there because then I don't have to deal with the stench at my own house. You know what I'm
saying? So here's a question for you. I'm curious if you know the answer. Does Whoopi Goldberg have eyebrows?
I mean, every time I see her, I do not believe so.
No, she doesn't. We were watching Sister Act last night.
Like, Tristan's
like, does Whoopi not have eyebrows? I was like, no, she totally does. And then there was like a close up. I was like, holy shit, she doesn't have eyebrows.
Well, and I've known that forever.
Like, I haven't. I never fucking noticed it. So I started typing it into Google. I was like, does Whoopi Goldberg? And then the second suggestion for the search was, does Whoopi Goldberg have eyebrows? So we're not the only people who have ever wondered that.
Well, I mean, it's funny. I mean,
she doesn't like facial hair. So that's why she shaves her eyebrows.
So she shaves them off. Okay, that's what I was gonna ask is if it's a shaving it off thing or if it's just a naturally no. That'd be fucking weird though, right?
Yeah.
Like she's the only person that can get away with that because anybody else that doesn't have eyebrows or like no eyelashes or something, like you look at them and you're like, something's off about you, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. Nobody's ever said that about Whoopi.
It.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody notices it with Whoopi Goldberg. She can get away with doing anything. She dated Ted Danson, dude. That guy's a fox. I was named after him, Sam Malone from the Cheers. I was
Would you rather eat
what?
Oh, sorry.
What?
No, you were.
Oh, that's fine.
Would you rather eat a moldy dead rat or drink a whole bottle of poison? Well, and they'll probably both kill you, huh?
I mean, yeah, I guess the poison, like you'd probably die from a moldy dead rat, right? I mean, so I'd take the poison because I think you'd be dying quicker.
Would you rather have a baby vomit on you or vomit on a baby?
I've never done the latter, so I got to try it.
Dude, my child one time was incredibly sick, right? And I don't remember what we all ate for dinner that night. I just know there was carrots in it because like 5 minutes after dinner was over, there were carrot chunks in my beard. It was, and like this wasn't like baby puke. She was like 4 years old. It was like legit puke, not fucking baby vomit.
Not baby vomit, legit puke. But no, I truthfully, I would take the kid vomiting on me because I've been there, done that. You know,
you wouldn't want to vomit on a baby.
No, like, is it my baby?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say your baby. It says a baby. It could be a baby you don't like. It could be an ugly baby. It could be.
You had food poisoning from the like a spot in the food court at the mall, and then you're just running trying to find the next bathroom, and here's a baby.
It's just chilling in its stroller. Probably asleep.
You wake it up with your vomit, and it's an old enough kid to where they would look at you like, come on, man, like, what are you doing? Like, they would look at you like, fuck you, man. You just puked on a baby. I'm a baby.
I'm a baby. Would you rather smell the hood of a porta potty or smell a cat's asshole?
A cat's asshole, 100% all day.
Oh no, what's that fucking South Park? A cheesin' when they have cats spray him in the face.
I like that you went to Jenkum, because that's more of the porta potty. I bet people making Jenkum in porta potties all day. Butt huffing.
Butt huffing.
Which one would you go with? Would you sniff a cat butt?
God, I mean, that or a porta potty hood? Yeah, I'll take the cat asshole any fucking day.
Like, some people have some foul stuff coming out of their bodies, and I do not know what's going on, and it terrifies me sometimes. You go into a porta potty, and like, people's piles that they're dropping in that thing, like, I don't want to be able to see what they have going on, you know, and I do. And
then you have to poop on top of it.
Well, that's pleasant, because like, mine I can take, so I'm putting theirs away.
let's just stack our shit.
Exactly. and then they skip cleaning it, and then the poo stack is coming out of the poo hole.
I don't think Darien's gonna like this.
Like what?
That's okay though, because he's dead, right? He died milking a bear.
Yeah, Darien passed milking a bear. And no, he'll be resurrected and come back to life next week. I promise. And Cody, I just wanted to thank you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me tonight.
Yeah. Oh, you saying goodbye?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If that's cool with you.
Yeah, of course.
Other things you have to, okay. But I really appreciate it, and you know, you're always welcome to come on the podcast whenever you want.
Thanks.
Thanks for filling in with our dead friend Darien, and for him. No, he's not dead. Folks.
No, he's dead. Canonically, Darien Washington is dead. He died on his birthday, milking a bear, and not the grizzly bear. The furry homosexual. I said homosexual.
Why'd you call him a homosexual? Is that like a Simpsons term? No.
All right, read us out. I love you.
I love you. This has been Food for Worms. Thank you for joining us, folks. If you want to submit any questions or topics, head to bit.ly/FFW grab bag. Or contact us at foodforwormspodcast@gmail.com. For more existential.com. Yeah, of course. For more existential humor, remember to rate and subscribe to Food for Worms on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. And please tell your friends about us, because, you know, that's word of mouth is how things get around. You could be anywhere, and you choose to be here, and we appreciate you for joining us. As always, check on your strong friends, tell your people you love them, and remember that you can't take any of this with you, so don't be a dick.
Hey, Sam. Don't be a dick. Hey, Sam, was that okay? Was that good?
What? The podcast?
Yeah.
The readout? I just read it.
No, just the whole thing. Was that okay? Did we provide good content?
Yeah, it was good. Okay. I love you, Cody.
I love you, Sam. What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ear and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key.
The Food for Worms podcast is a hella rad production. It is recorded and mixed by Samuel Sarver.
Executive producers are Darien Washington and Samuel Sarver.
Theme music is Muffins by Dresden, the Flamingo.
Find us wherever you get your podcasts, and like, subscribe, and leave a review.
Because we need those reviews.
We do, and it helps people hear our stuff.
It pushes us right to the top. But on top of that, we also get that sweet ass validation. Sam, have you felt validated lately?
Sometimes.
I recently took up this new moniker. Play with me in this space.
What's your new moniker?
Validation Highlander. I used to be chopping fucking heads off, man. So stupid.
Fuck them bullies.
Fuck them bullies. you get it validated, and you get it validated.
And you, and you, and you.
Do you feel seen?
I'll cut your head off.
Oh my God.